Here we go again. The big wigs trying to tell the small people what to do without any kind of common sense. Now the governor is coming to Atlantic Beach today, but they say it's going to be a private meeting. Regular people can't even get in. People of the city can't even get in. Black people can't even get in. The mayor says he won't be there. And I don't much blame him. Because what happened on Memorial Day weekend would have happened anywhere if you get those type of people anywhere. Now, Memorial Day weekend been going on a long time. And I remember when the white bikers used to have their colors. They flew their colors, whatever that is. And it caused so much friction down here at this beach. Right up the street here. 2 people were killed. And some wounded because bikers came together wearing their colors. Innocent people, man. People that didn't have nothing to do with bikers. They weren't bikers because one of them was a friend of mine. You don't even hear them talking about that. But incidents happen down here with the white bikers. Now, they done grew up from being childish, whatever they is, to adults now. And that group of black bikers that come to Atlantic Beach, they have grown up. It's in their culture, whatever they do. But these people are not bothering anybody. Those people in Myrtle Beach, they advertised to those people who went to those clubs and those functions and events that happened in Myrtle Beach. They advertised in these different hometowns, these different states, to get their bunch of bikers to come to Myrtle Beach. 9 times out of 10, those bikers that came there and did all of that killing and shooting and going on didn't even go to Atlantic Beach. Because, you do have some bikers, black bikers, that think they're above everybody else. They work all their life to buy a darn bike. Then they gotta live the right kind of life. Everything got to come into play. The bike, the lifestyle, all that's got to come into play. So 9 times out of 10, they had nothing to do with Atlantic Beach bikers anyway. They came to Myrtle Beach to party. Now, incidents that happened that night, none of us could have foreseen it. None of us could have changed it. Just because, and this is what I heard, some hussy came to the beach without a boyfriend but brought somebody else. The lifestyle. The one that got the biggest bike, get the prettiest girl. Them guys, some of them even hire girls just to ride on the back of those bicycles to make them look good. That ain't got nothing to do with Atlantic Beach. It's Memorial Day weekend, people. People want to go and have a good time, let down their hair. I go over to Atlantic Beach. I mingle with them police, hundreds of them that they have over there. It's a boring job, tell you the truth. Boring, standing around in all that heat, fully dressed, in uniform, police garb. And you got to stand around and babysit people that ain't even doing nothing wrong. So see, that bunch up in Myrtle Beach probably had been to Atlantic Beach before some year. They wasn't going to go in there. They just got Atlantic Beach contained so well till whatever you do, you're going to get caught the way they got it all mapped out and things. The way they got that funnel coming down, you can only get out one way and only come in one way. So those bikers that went to Myrtle Beach, they didn't want to be funneled in. which I think is stupid. But if you can have control over the event, then that's the way to have control. And like I said, I spoke to many police, and they done said and told me, like, God, it's a vacation for them because don't nothing happen. All they do is walk around and watch the girls in their some cute outfits, and some are just disgusting, but that ain't a crime to show your butt. Unfortunately, that's not a crime. But now this Governor Haley lady, which me and her, I don't care for, and I voted for. That's right. I voted for a Republican because I thought having a woman in there would be good for South Carolina. Boy, was I wrong. She's all about herself. Boy, was I wrong. Now she gonna come into these 4 streets and hover over like she's somebody. You ain't nobody. Once your time is up, they're gonna vote you out, and you're gonna be just like us, another ex-governor that didn't do a darn thing that she promised or he promised. The same thing. You're gonna be that. Come on, Governor Haley. You can't just come in people's towns and take over. We pay taxes. We voted you in. We'll vote you out. Which is what I'm going to do. Vote you out. It's like that lady said on that commercial. She had to stop her business with the governor, with the town that she's from in Columbia. Because all Governor Haley was about is herself. Sugarcoating it, putting a dress on how would you say it? Dressing up the problem, make it look like ain't no problem. But as soon as you take that dressing off, there's the problem right there in front of your face. And that's what most politicians do. They dress it up to look like something it ain't. Until somebody get wise enough to peek under the dress. Whoa! There it is. The problem's there. She just put a nice coat over it. Atlantic Beach ain't got no problem with no killings and carrying on today. They might have had a few years ago. But you can't keep blaming a 4 streets, a little town, for everything that go on in North Myrtle Beach and Myrtle Beach. You can't do that. So, Governor Haley, you come, you say, you leave. But there's no way you can fix a problem that wasn't even there in the first place. Those people that go into Atlantic Beach, they go in there with the full knowledge that you ain't gonna get away with nothing in there. All them hundreds of police in there, and they're everywhere. They're like little roaches. And they just as bored as the ones they watching is bored. But when you gotta contain, you gotta control, you gotta have that type of control. Thank you, citizens of South Carolina, Atlantic Beach. My name is The Life Teller as I share my poetry. Thank you.